How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the Crypto Unveiled YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be going over the top 3 cryptocurrencies which I believe you need to pick up before the next bull run. The first one on the list that we got today is going to be CheckDot, or CDT for short. You can see the current price of CheckDot is currently sitting at just over 17 cents per CheckDot. And one of the main reasons why CheckDot is actually on this list is because I really do believe that CheckDot is going to revolutionize the cryptocurrency space. I'll get a little bit more into that in a second here, but not only do I believe that this has potential to actually completely change and revolutionize the cryptocurrency space, we are extremely early into CheckDot right now. You know, at the end of this video, if you do decide that you want to actually get into CheckDot, then, you know, I would say, me personally, in my opinion, you know, this would be a great time right now because of how actually early we are. Of course, this does come with some risks, of course. A lot of people will be saying, you know, this is a small market cap coin. Of course, there's going to be more risks. However, you know, if this coin was to blow up, which I, in my personal opinion, do believe that this does have some absolutely insane potential in the future, you got in, you know, very, very early, around the time that this video was actually posted, you could be seeing some absolutely crazy gains. But you can see the market cap of CheckDot is currently sitting at only $1.32 million. So I would actually class this as a micro cap coin. And like I said, this does come with risks. Yeah, of course it comes with risks, potentially higher risk than investing into a higher market cap coin. However, the rewards that you could possibly potentially see will be much higher as well. So, you know, that is for this coin is sort of more suited towards the people who you know, want high risk but high reward as well. So what actually is CheckDot all about? So to put it the most simple way, CheckDot is actually an insurance broker for the cryptocurrency space. So if we click here, we click on the CheckDot website, which is check.io if you want to come check out for yourself, and you click get insured. You can actually see here they lay out very easily, very easy to lay out, very easy to understand, sorry, and extremely transparent as well. And how CheckDot works is exactly the same as traditional insurance works. You pay a small monthly cost, and if anything does go wrong, if your coins, like it says here, they give you all different examples here, you know, if anything does go wrong and you lose your money in that cryptocurrency or that exchange for whatever reason, you will be completely covered and you will receive all your money back, simply because you are paying that small monthly cost here. And what I like about CheckDot is what I just said. They are extremely transparent. I mean, you know, in traditional space, insurance companies, they are the complete opposite. They are not transparent. They will do everything in their power to raise your premium, not tell you why or whatever. But with CheckDot, you can see it laid out very simply here. You know, of course, you're going to have a higher monthly cost if the risk score is higher. You know, if they believe it's more of a risky investment, the cost is going to be higher. But the cost is the same for everyone. You know, it's a fixed monthly cost. And I don't believe this actually changes, unless maybe if the risk score they deem it a little bit more risky, but I'm sure they will of course advise you about that. But you can see here they do a set monthly cost, which is around, you know, normally around, well, it depends how risky it is, but on average I believe it's around 0.1 to 0.2% of the total amount that you want to insure. And you pay that per month, and like I said, this will give you complete peace of mind and you're completely covered. And why I actually said at the start of the video why I believe CheckDot is so revolutionary is because that no other coin is currently offering insurance right now. I don't believe there are any other insurance coins out there right now, and I believe they are so needed in the cryptocurrency space. So many people are actually put off cryptocurrency because of how risky cryptocurrency is, and there's no option to actually have your funds secured. You know, in the normal traditional space, I believe, you know, banks give you cover as well as you know, of course, you know, if you're investing into anything, there is a chance of it, you know, dropping. However, in cryptocurrency, there is a lot higher chance of your money not going, you know, dropping by 20-30%, but being completely wiped out. So I believe this is so necessary and so needed in the cryptocurrency space. So yeah, in the number 3 position, we have actually got CheckDot. Moving on to the number 2 position on the list, I have actually put Kaspa in at the number 2 list. And if you have been on the channel for a while now, you know that I actually love Kaspa. I started talking about Kaspa around the $500 to $600 million market cap, and you can see right now it's currently sitting at just over $3.26 billion in the market cap, guys. And you know, if you have been on the channel again for a while, you would know that, you know, I often like to talk about smaller market cap coins. However, with Kaspa, I do make an exception because I really do believe that this coin does still have an extremely bright future ahead of it. So like I said, $3.26 billion market cap, almost $28 million in volume over the last 24 hours. And you can see over the last, if we switch to the last year, you can see how much Kaspa has had a massive pump over the last year, over 176% over the last year alone. And if we switch to the all-time chart here, you will actually see how insanely, you know, how insane the growth has actually been for Kaspa. You can see over 70,000%, guys. Yes, 70,000%. And I believe this is only around 2 years. It has been around maybe 2 to 3 years now. It has been around, and Kaspa was extremely unlucky because he did miss the last bull run. Well, I guess you could say lucky or unlucky, depending on how you look at it. But I guess lucky in the fact that Kaspa hasn't actually had a bull run yet. So this is why so many people are bullish about Kaspa, including myself, because they're saying, I mean, you look at the amount of gains that Kaspa has made in the last couple years, and we have actually been, in my opinion, we have still been in a bear market the whole entire time. And Kaspa has managed to do 70,000% gains. If we were actually to see the bull run, I believe that Kaspa would be, you know, would see some absolute crazy gains, to be honest with you. So that's why I said, you know, unlucky that Kaspa did actually miss the last bull run, but lucky for the fact that people who are seeing this video right now, and even, you know, people, congratulations to the people who saw my videos like around, you know, 6 to 7 or 6 months to a year ago. You'd be up a tremendous amount of money right now. And if you actually do want to hold on, you know, maybe the potential of Kaspa could actually shoot even higher in the future. So what actually is Kaspa all about? So to put it very simply, Kaspa is it's a transactional coin. It is focusing on the most simple and basic thing in the cryptocurrency space, which is, of course, to be used as a currency. And, you know, a lot of people would say, well, you know, if the coin is so basic, how come it is doing so well? Because a lot of people would look at Kaspa and say, well, it doesn't really have many features. Of course, it has features now, but at the start, when Kaspa was first released, it did not have many features. Like I said, it's very simple, very basic, and many people would have, you know, not want to invest in Kaspa because they'd be like, well, it's like all the rest of the coins. It's been done loads before. The special thing about Kaspa is the unique technology which they do actually have. This is actually called blockDAG. And what actually blockDAG allows them to do is actually allow them to make their network so much more efficient than any other coin on the market right now. This basically allows them to do many more transactions per second, and also allows them to be a lot more scalable than other coins on the market. Another reason why Kaspa has been doing so well is because so many people compare Kaspa to Bitcoin. You know, people say Bitcoin's like gold and Kaspa is like silver. And if people start comparing any coin to Bitcoin, then a lot of the times that coin starts doing well because people start to FOMO in. People start to see the results that Bitcoin has had over the last few years, and have seen the amount of gains that people have had, and they like I said, they FOMO in, fear of missing out on the next big coin, which a lot of people do believe is actually Kaspa. So that is Kaspa in the number 2 spot. So in the number 1 spot for today's video, I believe this coin, in my opinion, is going to be Flux. You know, I have talked about Flux many times before, and I really do believe that Flux is an extremely good coin to invest into, especially in the next bull run. I believe that Kaspa will do, Flux will do extremely well. You can see the current price of Flux is currently sitting at just over 56 cents per coin, and you can see the market cap. In my opinion, this is extremely low, and like I talk about in a second here, why. This, you know, $209 million market cap. If we look at the charts right here, we look over the last 7 days, up 7%, over last month, down 7%. If we switch to year and all time, you can see how low the current price of Flux is compared to what it was in the 2021-2022 bull run. You can see it did hit over $3 per coin. And this is back when Flux was fairly new. This is the first bull run cycle that Flux has actually had. And ever since then, the developers working on Flux, the team behind Flux, has continued to develop it, continued to improve on it, and Flux has so many more features. So I really do believe that in the next bull run, Flux could easily go back up to the all-time high, and hopefully we'll see Flux absolutely smash this all-time high. So now let's actually get into what actually is Flux all about. So to put it very simply, the core of Flux is all about cloud computing. But one of the main reasons why, or actually I guess the main reason why I believe Flux is going to be doing so well in the future is not only because they've said what they want to do in the future. They've not only just set a goal for themselves, they have already accomplished this goal. They've already started working with big other companies, not only in the cryptocurrency space but in the traditional space as well. They've already started using the companies have already started using them. They've got a proven product, and like I said, they've not only just got this main product, this main sort of service which they offer. They've got now so many features here. If you see here, if I hover over the ecosystem here, you can see how extensive their list of features actually is. They've got Flux Edge, Flux AI, Flux Cloud, of course, is their main one, which I've just said, Flux Marketplace, decentralized apps, Flux Nodes, Flux Assets, Flux OS, parallel assets. They've got so many features. I mean, with their main feature alone, I believe that this is enough for Flux to see some absolute crazy gains alone. But now, in addition to this main feature, they've also got all these other features. I really do believe that it's only a matter of time before Flux absolutely explodes. But another reason why I believe, I guess this is the actual main reason, which I didn't actually say a second ago, their pricing is so ridiculous, guys, in a great way. They are offering the same services as other companies are, but for a fraction of the cost. And this is why I believe Flux is so underrated, and why I believe it's only a matter of time that Flux does actually completely explode in price. Because you can see here their pricing compared to other companies, and keep this in mind, guys, this is the exact same service. Nothing changes. You do not lose any speed, any memory, anything. This is the exact same service, the exact same carbon copy. You can see here they offer it for $5. Google Cloud, $176, AWS, almost $80, Azure, over $116, and this continues for all their services, $9 compared to $300, $135, $233, $16 compared to $600, $467, $247. And this is one of the main reasons why I believe Flux is so underrated, because it really is a no-brainer for these companies to start using Flux. And like I said, this is not only just a goal of theirs to start working with these companies, they have already started working with these companies, which is absolutely insane. And like I said, these are not only just small companies, these are absolutely huge companies. I mean, you can see here, for example, they're working with Minecraft, guys, SQL, all these massive companies, Polkadot, all these companies which are absolutely huge are actually running on Flux, which I just cannot believe that Flux is still this small. I mean, for a cryptocurrency to be working with other cryptocurrency brands is already big enough. But Flux has actually superseded that, has gone a step further, and is actually working with traditional brands, traditional companies which aren't even in the cryptocurrency space at all as well. You can see here TeamSpeak, absolutely huge company as well, and the list actually does go on. I believe they're actually partnered with WordPress as well. Like I said, the list just keeps going on and on about all these different reputable businesses which they are already working with. You can see the global cloud network already is extremely extensive. Of course, as the network starts to grow, as more people start to hop in on Flux, start to invest in Flux, I'm sure we're only going to see this network grow and grow and grow until eventually the whole earth is actually covered with Flux nodes. I guess you could say the Flux cloud network completely covers the whole earth. So yeah, I really do believe that Flux is number one on my list, because I believe the potential behind Flux is so insane. I believe that right now it is only a matter of time before Flux goes absolutely crazy, and right now whoever wants to pick up Flux right now, I believe it is a complete and utter steal at only 55 cents per coin right now. $200 million market cap, guys. I believe it's extremely underrated. I cannot state that enough. With the amount of features, the companies they're working with, and the fact their pricing is so overly competitive. I mean, it's not even competitive. It completely blows any other company out of the water. It is a no-brainer for these companies to actually use Flux. So apart from that, guys, I'd like to thank you very much for watching the video. Let me know what coin of the top 3 out of the top 3 is your favorite. Is it going to be CheckDot, Kaspa, or Flux, or do you enjoy, or are you going to invest in all 3? Let me know down in the comment section down below. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you do hit that like button, and also make sure to subscribe if you are new around here as well. Apart from that, I'll see you guys in the very next video. Peace.